So what I heard, knowing nothing,
Oh, put the microphone up to your face. If
what
you,
I heard, knowing absolutely nothing.
you might have to turn it on.
It should be on. Yeah.
Okie dokie, what I heard, knowing absolutely nothing, was that nothing is used in removing the oil from the leaves of the plant, but then I heard that a solvent was used, so I don't understand.
Okay, go ahead.
There are two proper ways to extract essential oils. Extraction through the skin of the citrus is cold press, like olive oil. So that is how doTERRA does the lemon peel, the grapefruit peel is a cold press. There is a second way to extract the oils that are from the leaves, the flower petals, the seeds, the bark, the sap. And that's a low, slow steam distillation process. Those are the only two ways doTERRA extracts these oils. What Nancy was leading to is some companies, because it's less expensive and it's faster, they throw the entire lavender bush in a big vat of diesel fuel, gasoline, some kind of solvent. The chemicals extract these precious essential oils, they rise to the surface, they skim it off the top, and because there's no regulation in the world of essential oils, they can call it 100% organic, 100% pure, 100% therapeutic grade, and you don't really know. So you go to Bed Bath & Beyond or Walmart, and you don't really know what you're getting. You don't even want that on your skin.
Thank you.
Question over here.
Yeah, just a brief question. I see that there's a reference to COQ. Is that the same as COQ10?
Yes,
Okay,
CQ10.
that's all.
What is CQ10?
It's right. It's a very interesting supplement because when I was in graduate school in the 80s, they just totally poo-pooed it. Now it's the in thing. It helps your heart. It's very important. It's a supplement.
Other questions?
I want to add one thing, that most people take a lot of these nutritional supplements. Most people take a lot of these nutritional supplements for the antioxidant properties. And the one thing that the water does is that it's off the charts for antioxidant properties.
To the animals, you kept talking about the wraps and stuff. Were they a specific kind? Is there something on it? What are the wraps actually? What do you?
Yeah.
So we use regular ACE bandages that you can get at CVS. The non-self-sticking kind, just the kind that wrap around.
I have a new dog, and he's going through charm school. And one of the things that they've done is when we walk in every week, is they actually put an essential oil on the dog's chest. It has not added a brain, but it does make my dog calmer.
Can I speak to that?
So just like with people as well as with animals, when you have an animal or a person whose nervous system is at an escalated place, meaning that their nervous system is not in a normal range, where stress is high, where your brain is firing. So when an animal comes into a class, just like when you walk into a new place or a class, or when you're in a stressful situation, the nervous system, under normal circumstances, you can calm right down, right? But a lot of times, you can't turn that off so easily. You can't just breathe your way through that. And so sometimes with the dogs, because I've done extensive work with dogs, as well as with horses, with behavioral things where they can't calm down, as well as with people. And using these touches can make a huge difference. There's a whole series of things, doing ear strokes and these circular touches. In terms of the essential oils, because I've been using essential oils also since 1997 and use them extensively with animals, sometimes a single dose won't do it because it's not enough. The adrenaline keeps pumping, right? And so you have to use repeated uses of whatever it is, whether it's Tellington Tea Touch, whether it's whatever, or essential oils or flower essences, to continuously help the nervous system come into a greater state of calm and be able to start retraining the nervous system. The same thing goes with, PTSD, traumatic emotional things. It's hard for the system to calm and stay calm.
My name is Greg, and I have a lot of nerve pain from a stroke. And one of you guys, when I introduced you, said that you deal with pain. Is that, or both of you maybe, huh?
Totally.
So what are the good essential oils for nerve pain?
We have a couple of different,
We have some blends that we can show you if you come over to the table. One of them is called Deep Blue, and this is a blend particularly very good for nerve pain that has helichrysum, which is on that list that Nancy gave out. And we can show you in the book some of the different oils that are listed. Everybody's different, so what might work for me might not work for you because we're as different on the inside as we are on the outside. So, anything else to add, Nancy?
You try them and see what works.
Okay.
But they do work very, very well.
So,
Two questions. First for Nancy. I have Sandy.
Closer to your mouth.
Okay, I apologize that we were late. Glenn had a fall in the hallway, so that made us late. And I didn't get to hear the first part of your talk. What I got was, possibly, if I do the circular motion on my scalp on the way home, if I go home and I wrap ace bandage around my hips and around my forehead, my body's not aligned from a number of injuries. Is it possible that I would experience some relief or some realignment? Great. And for the waterman,
Close to your mouth.
that went really quickly, and I didn't understand, was he selling the machine in back of him to clean the water?
before you answer, we are trying to get all this down, so I want everyone to speak into the mic. Thank you.
Yes, they're Kangen alkalized water machines, and they hook up to your sink. And it does three main things for the water. It microparticleizes the water, it oxygenates the water, and it alkalizes the water. And it does that without any chemicals. It does it through a power source, through the electrical power source, with the water passing over 7 different titanium plates. There are some terrific testimonials online. If you go to YouTube and you type in Kangen alkalized water stroke victims, you'll see there are people that are able to, that they're being healed in a matter of days rather than months. So I would strongly check them out. I will caution you that the machines are not cheap, but they are very, very beneficial. They're manufactured by a Japanese company that's been in business for over 40 years. One household out of every 6 in Japan has one of these machines. And Japan, actually, believe it or not, has one of the highest longevity rates in the world. Here in this country, we have one household out of every 150 that have these machines. And even the cardiologist for the recent presidents has come out and said that the single best thing that Americans can do for their health is to be drinking Kangen alkalized water. I have one at home, and I will tell you from all the different things that I bought, it's probably the best investment that I've ever made.
In round figures, what does
Wait,
it cost?
wait. Don't make me read it.
In round figures, what are we talking about with cost?
They're about $3,900 for a machine, and you know, there is, the company will do some financing if you're willing to make a down payment and make monthly payments, so.
While I'm walking over there, if you had only one thing you wanted people to come away with from today, what's the most important lesson you can give to them? I want you to answer that and then, oh, I gotta give that back. No. Follow my own rules. Sorry. You're next, I promise.
I think the most important thing is that the simplicity of these circular 1 1/4 touches can have profound changes if you use them. And for anybody who wants to have an experience with me doing a little bit on them afterwards or has other questions, I'll be happy to do that.
Thank you for reminding me.
Let me just say never mind.
Okay. We have other questions? Okay, so I have the same question to you. What would be the one thing you want people to come away with? They're only going to remember one thing.
I would say to give your body the best simple things that you can, and let body naturally do what it does best, and it will heal.
I have a minor concern, I guess, because of my background. One is that the stomach produces hydrochloric acid. You're introducing an alkaline product, and it's going to be neutralized the minute it gets into the stomach. The second thing I wonder about is, do you have any control and non-control studies, both in the oil and the alkaline thing, where you have actually had a control study so that you're dealing with things, because everybody here is a different individual. Everybody here has a different system, and no one thing is a panacea. It's great if something works, and I think everybody wants to reach for something that does work for them, and it's worth a try if it really has substance. One of the things you have to be concerned about, from my perspective, is that there are side reactions anytime you introduce a chemical into the body. And I don't care what chemical it is. It may have a positive or it has a negative. And so you have to weigh both ends in order to determine which one, if there's enough benefits from the product to outweigh the negative product. I appreciate any answer. Thank you.
Well, it's true that the stomach uses acids to digest food. There's no question about that. I don't actually drink the water when I'm eating food. I let my body use the acids to digest the food. But I drink the water every morning and when I'm not having food. And because of the microparticleization of the water, it gets absorbed into the body tissue. And that is where most of the problems that people have with health issues usually stems from the result of lack of hydration. Not only that, we have a diet in this country that continually adds to the acidity in the body. When I first started with this, I did a lot of research, and I looked and I saw there was a doctor that was given a talk, and he was the doctor that had won the Nobel Prize in medicine. And he was talking about what he had done to win the Nobel Prize in medicine. And basically what that was is that he had discovered that cancer was acidic 100% of the time. Not 80%, not 90%, not 99%, 100% of the time. So the understanding here is that by hydrating the body with alkalized water without using chemicals, you're actually moving the body away from acidic conditions where all of these diseases live. you move it more toward a pH neutral and a slightly alkaline base.
Then why would you say,
Wait.
then why would you say, for example, that fungi is susceptible to acid-type molecules, whereas in alkaline situations, in which older people often get, they become susceptible to fungi problems?
Well, I'm not exactly sure about the fungi situation. I do know that most of the ailments that people have that tear the body down are in acidic conditions. And by neutralizing those acidic conditions to a pH neutral, you actually give the body a natural base in which to rebuild and recuperate from.